What's going on, everybody? Shane here from Vulgar Display Gaming and KNAC, and today we're talking about the new album, New Gods, New Masters, the ninth full length from the band Revocation. It's their first album in 3 years, and let's get into why this is such a solid release from the band. Spoilers right there. This album features the core classic members of Ash on drums, and of course, David Davidson, a modern metal guitar virtuoso, if I may say. His technical ability and songwriting have increased and exploded over the tenure of Revocation, but he also added some new blood on the team, which you have Harry Lannon on rhythm guitar and Alex Weber on bass. I feel like they came in and revitalized this album and brought some new, fresh takes on it. And there's a lot of guest appearances on this album too, which all make sense and they're absolutely amazing. You have Johnny Davey of Job for a Cowboy on the track Cronenberg. You have Travis Ryan on the track Confines of Infinity. Luke LeMay of Gorguts on Buried Epoch. And then there's a special guest, but it's not really a surprise because if you know David Davidson, he's an amazing jazz guitarist, and a lot of his influences are jazz influences. And he had brought along Gilad Heckelseman, who's on the instrumental track The All Seeing, and he lends some like haunting, spooky tones and riffs to it, and it just flows so nicely. Now, this whole album, New Gods, New Masters, the whole overarching theme is we got new gods and new masters now. We're worshiping technology, we're worshiping AI. It's just in its start, but it goes into show how this is going to be a dystopian effect. It's affecting every aspect of our lives. This 9 track album goes, full stop. There's no fillers. It's all killer. You have the track number one, the title track, New Gods, New Masters. It opens up with the power technicality that you expect from Revocation, and it showcases the themes again of corrupted idols and tech worship and AI taking over our lives, going into sarcophagi of the soul with like more fast-paced riffing, and it gives you some commentary on like digital personas, and people are getting AI girlfriends and shit. That's what I get out of it. Confines of Infinity is with Travis Ryan, and you have his vocal range on there, which is great, and it showcases the blending of Revocation's style with a diverse vocalist in the death metal world, which is it's a killer track. Dystopian Vermin, you're gonna be headbanging the whole fucking track through. You have Despiritualize, which starts with some kind of classical components to it, and then just chaos ensues. And I know even David Davidson said that's one of his favorite tracks on the album, and hopefully he's gonna have a fun time playing it live. Followed up by the All Seeing, which has the jazz guitarist Galad on it, and it's an instrumental masterpiece. It's very creepy. It's very fast. You got some cool soloing on it. Everything you'd expect out of David Davidson, plus another phenomenal jazz guitarist. Going into Data Corpse, it's a track about surveillance and kind of data exploitation. So it's very dark, but it's very fast, heavy. I can't complain. It's a great track. And then my favorite track off the album has to be Cronenberg. And it has Johnny Davey of Job for a Cowboy on it. And it's just a really good body horror song. And the music video is absolutely amazing, which you should go check out right now. I mean, finish this, but then go check it out afterwards. The music video will be linked down below. And I also did an interview with David Davidson, quick side tangent, so please go check that out down below as well. And we talk about this music video, and he's a huge David Cronenberg fan, so he's one of his favorite movies is The Fly, and you can definitely see the inspiration behind The Fly in this music video, and it's just absolute chaos. It's fucking gory, it's grotesque, and you feel that in the music too, telling like a horror movie. It's a horror movie song, I guess. I don't know, but it's pretty crazy. And then finishing it off with Buried Epoch featuring Luke LeMay, and it's just apocalyptic, heavy. It's just I don't know. Luke LeMay's vocals, if you know Gore Guts, are killer, so they're very heavy. The track is great. I absolutely loved it. Comparing this album to Never Heaven, I feel like this album is way more technical. The riffs are there, the time changes are sharper. It doesn't feel like anybody's showing off just for the technicality sake of like, look, I can shred. No, it's great. The song structure's all there. It flows better. I enjoyed this album a lot more than I did Never Heaven. Not to say that's a bad album, but this album is it's a step up. And again, when it's going into all of these influences and these new themes and everything, we're living through it right now. And I feel like this album is more relevant than ever. If I were to give this a score out of 5, broken robots, I would give it 4.5 out of 5. Because I think this album showcases why Revocation is a powerhouse in the metal scene, why they've been around for 20 years next year, and they're still pushing the boundaries when it comes to songwriting, riffage, and more. Even themes and artwork. Again, the artwork's great. Check out the interview. You can get some more in depth details on how that was all done. But until next time, everybody, I highly recommend checking out New Gods, New Masters. It's out September 26th, which is today. And I feel like this is one of the most, this is a solid release of 2025. So until next time, everybody, stay heavy.